Hey, gorgeous souls. I hope you're having a great day. And of course, it is Friday, celebrating that here big time. Absolutely. And jumping in with today's video, talking about what is the one belief that has been hindering you all of your life, or that hinders you the most in life. This is such a prominent question and such a really, really important question, because when you get to free yourself from this particular belief, so many things can change fast and easy for you. And often we come into our life and we will have a particular core wounding that we are here in our soul evolution life to actually heal, to look at, to observe. Hello, great to have you on here. I'm not sure who's just jumped on, but please say a big hello if you've jumped on. It is so important to really understand this, to really sit with this question and ask yourself deeply this particular question of what is the one belief that has hindered you most in life. Because when you're clear on that, like I said, getting yourself to free yourself from this. And for example, when I really sat with myself with this particular question, what I realized was that it was a question or the belief that was showing up for me and being really deep and real and honest with you guys here, is that I don't belong. And I think, for anybody that, is somewhat an independent thinker, or maybe a little bit sensitive to the energy of others or different circumstances, things like that, we can all have times in our lives when we feel that we don't belong or we don't fit in. And I realized how unconsciously that belief has actually been running a lot of my programming. And again, this is where we get to do the depth of work. This is where we get to free ourselves by really understanding these things and what actually is motivating us and driving us in our life. Now, with these particular beliefs, knowing how to challenge those, knowing how to overcome those, but in a really, really simple way. One of the things that you can do, so with my belief, I don't belong, is writing down I do belong, and all of the ways how that is actually true, or how I would be living my life, or how I would show up, what would be different for me if I already believed that I belonged. Can you see how quickly that this can really start to transform and change things for you? But understanding at a deeper level, what is the core wounding that you came in with? For me personally, there's 6 lines of wounding. One of those is repression, denial, shame. Mine personally is rejection. So I can be particularly triggered by, or want to protect myself from, feeling rejected from others, which in some ways, if that's playing out in a pretty big way, I've got this belief going on, I don't belong, then of course I'm not going to have the confidence to put myself out there. Of course I'm going to want to retract, I'm going to want to hide, I'm going to want to protect myself instead of actually putting myself out there, or putting myself at risk for situations where I could be rejected, where I may not fit in or belong, or I may overcompensate in other areas of my life by actually trying to do things in order to belong. So that is where we can become people pleasers. That's where we say yes instead of saying no, so that we're not rejected, or so that other people aren't upset with us, or so that we fit in and belong. Now, the problem with this is in the moment that we are not being authentic and real to ourselves, we're actually rejecting ourselves in the moment. We're betraying ourselves in the moment in order to try and fit in and belong. So therefore, we're not actually belonging within ourselves. And this is where it creates painful coping mechanisms or painful ways of being that feel like we're on a hamster wheel and can feel really difficult to be able to get off, because often we've set up those coping mechanisms and we're not sure how to start to shift and change these things. Hey, Helen, great to have you on, honey. So a really, really important factor there. One of the things that I'll be jumping into on the 21st is my program Aligned. And this is really about getting to those core woundings so you can understand them and transform them and have a greater self-awareness around what's actually driving you in life, and perhaps what's actually preventing you from being in your full alignment with yourself. When you're in full alignment with yourself, it feels magical. It feels powerful. Helen, I know you can attest to this. we have an unbelievable sense of joy, a beautiful sense of freedom, a sense of calmness within the soul. There's total security. There's no questioning or doubting self. There's no fear that's running the show, because we've sunk deeply within to our heart and following our heart's guidance. That is what alignment is really being able to step into our greatest dreams. And whilst the ego survival mind might come up or might be present or might be fearful or doubting, the truth of your alignment is the greatest part of what you're actually experiencing in that moment. And knowing how to align yourself with your greatest dreams, even if you don't know how it's going to happen, even if you don't know when it's going to happen, all of those things are logical ego minds trying to get certainty, trying to get security. But when you feel aligned, you will know that within yourself, and it creates powerful synchronistic moments. It allows life to flow so easily and can quickly shift financial position, relationships, just your bodily health and wellness and your own personal energy. So many things change so quickly when you live within alignment within yourself. And that's why understanding what is your core wounding, or what is the belief that perpetuates, but not to focus on that, because of course anything we focus on grows in energy, but to understand that and to bring in the opposite of what you've been experiencing with that belief, particularly if it's been causing you suffering or taking you out of alignment for yourself. So if you've got big dreams, if you know that you've been holding back, feeling paralyzed with fear, or you know that there's a next level to go to, then that is super, super powerful for you to be able to step into and to really create for yourself moving forward. So if that is you, send me a PM. We kick off on the 21st and I can send you all the details for it, how it's going to play out. It will be a 10-day event, not all the time obviously, but 10-day training where you will get a training every single day for 10 days in a row to bring you back into fuller alignment for yourself, to have you step into your greater dreams and visions, but best of all, fall in love with you again, feel amazing within your own energy, and have full confidence that you can follow through and bring your dreams into reality. So this is literally the process of how I've changed my life over the last 11 years, continue to bring myself into greater alignment with all of the things that I'm wanting. And we'll be talking about things that also can take us out of alignment and what to do in that process as well, because life happens, let's be real. We don't always feel amazing, we don't always feel aligned, and what to do in those processes or at those times is absolutely critical to your long-term success and creating your dreams into reality for yourself. And absolutely agree with you there, Helen, totally. So thank you so much, honey. Have an amazing rest of your day, everybody. And like I said, if that really speaks to your heart, if your heart is saying, yes, this is more of what I want, if that's resonating with you, please send me a PM. And let's get you into full alignment and knowing the process, so that it is a rinse and repeat process for life and a skill for life for you, not only for you, but also for your children, which is so, so, so important, or people that you love around you, where you can share this knowledge. It's about lifting everybody up, empowering everybody to create greater and greater abundance in your life, remembering that we all have our own level of abundance. It is not, scarce. It is not limited. By you having more doesn't mean somebody else has less. That's like someone saying, if you get healthier, somebody else gets sicker. It's just not true. There is more than enough for everybody. And the more that we change our consciousness around this, and we all come from this beautiful place of more love and abundance, then the more that there is for everybody available. And we can really make a huge difference in the world, particularly when we're coming from that true heart-centered place in wanting to make a difference for everybody in the world, and really raising people up. So have an amazing day. Lots of love. Bye.